Hi everyone, come with me to Bourton-on-the-Water and let me show you around this beautiful place. We've just arrived and I've parked in the main car park and walking past Birdland heading into the centre. Later on in the video I'll tell you all the top attractions you must visit during your trip to Bourton-on-the-Water. So Bourton-on-the-Water is often referred to as the Venice of the Cotswolds. As we walk past down the main street and over one of the many arched bridges, you will see why Bourton has this nickname. It's the perfect family day out, and be sure to bring your dogs and they can run around in the water. This idyllic village offers so many attractions, shops, restaurants, cafes, tea rooms, and an all year round Christmas shop, which I'm going to take you to. If you plan to drive, there are 2 big car parks and also some on-street parking. However, during the summer months, it does get really busy with tourists. If you want to miss some of the crowds, then it's best to visit earlier or late in the day to find the village quieter and more tranquil. We're approaching the centre of the village and you can see one of the many arched bridges. Now you can see why this place is called the Venice of the Cotswolds. We got very lucky with the weather. When we got there, the sun was shining, so everything looks even more beautiful. However, by the time we left, it was raining. Typical British weather. Walking across this bridge, admiring the scenery, and we get stopped with this lovely gentleman who's going to tell us all about the freshly made ice cream. I'll let him do the talking.
Is that video on?
It is
fresh
on.
Organic ice cream. We make fresh organic ice cream every day.
Yeah.
24 hours from cow to cup. Voted the best in the Cotswolds. It's the only fresh ice cream in the village. Nobody else sells ice cream that was only milked yesterday.
We're going to have to go now, aren't we?
You are,
We're
madam.
gonna
I'm
go.
sorry, but you need to jump on the queue. It is the
Thank you.
fastest queue in town. Don't worry.
We didn't need much convincing. Off to the queue we went
We've
to get our
got
ice
Tig on the
cream.
scoops today.
We went for the mint choc chip and the blackcurrant and clotted cream. It was divine. Here's all the flavours that they had, and they had ice cream for doggies too, so your furry friends wouldn't miss out. We saw a few people having fish and chips by the river, and of course we were starving, so we went to this lovely place. Those halloumi fries were to die for. The decor was really quirky. Here's a little tour. They had a great selection of cakes and treats, and quite a few people were having afternoon tea. And they were having scone with jam and clotted cream. But the big old question is, what goes on first? Do you put on the jam or the cream first? Debate below in the comments. We need to settle this. After that gorgeous lunch, it was time to take another walk and just enjoy the scenery. There are loads of places to eat in Bourton-on-the-Water, loads of pubs and restaurants. If you're there for lunch, just be mindful of the timings. Some places stop serving lunch around 2:30, 3 o'clock. But there are loads of cafes where you can grab a pastry and just sit by the water. This is the perfect place to just relax, unwind and switch off from the outside world and people watch. We're coming up to some more of those pretty bridges that we can cross over and head over to the shops. As I'm obsessed with food and travelling, the main shops I obviously go to are the food shops. So let me take you around and show you some of the goodies that I found. So many selections of chocolate covered nuts, candies, sweets and fudge. It was just a foodaholic's heaven. We then stopped off at a bakery where they had a great selection of Cornish pasties. As promised, let me give you my top 3 attractions that you must visit when you're in Bourton-on-the-Water. These are really family friendly and will keep the children entertained. So the first attraction is Birdland. Birdland cares for more than 500 birds, including England's only breeding colony of king penguins, and also some awesome birds of prey. They have daily entertainment such as penguin, pelican and flamingo feedings. You can learn all about the different species, what they like to eat, who is the most mischievous of the flock. You can also venture into the Jurassic journey and spot all the different species of dinosaurs. So, time for the second attraction. But before I tell you, just have a look at this gorgeous little sweet shop. How adorable is this building? So the second attraction is the Model Village. The Model Village is a 1/9 scale replica of the heart of the beautiful Cotswold village of Bourton-on-the-Water. It contains all the buildings from the old watermill, which is now the car museum, and I'll come back to that in a minute, down to the old new inn, which is right next to the Model Village. It's such an accurate replica of the village that it has a flowing river with water wheel, 2 singing churches, and even a model village within the model village. It's the perfect place to start your day when you get to Bourton because you can discover the location of all the shops and attractions. It's almost time for my third and final recommendation of sites to visit while you're in Bourton. But before we get to that, if you enjoy my videos and you love travelling and you love food, please like and subscribe so we can share a community where we can inspire each other. Also, I would love for you to share with me in the comment section your favourite places to visit in the Cotswolds and also anywhere that you recommend for having a lovely meal. Okay, so now it's time to reveal the final attraction that I would recommend going to when you're in Bourton. And that is the Cotswold Motoring and Toy Museum. The museum is filled with classic and vintage cars, caravans, motorcycles and original enamel signs. Wheelchair access is available throughout the museum, and actually Bourton-on-the-Water is particularly accessible for wheelchair users. You will also find here Brum, the BBC TV's little superhero car whose adventures start and end at the museum. And that sums up my top 3 attractions to visit while you're in Bourton. There is so much to do. You can do as much as you like or as little as you like. There is definitely something for everyone of all ages. So make sure you go and visit Bourton and have an amazing time. Before we finish this video, I did promise I was going to take you to the Christmas shop, and I'm going to take you there right now. Every part of this small Victorian Christmas shop has been put to good use. There's ornaments hanging from the ceiling, on the walls, and they even have Christmas music playing softly in the background. That's it for our trip to Bourton-on-the-Water. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you love the Cotswolds, please also check out my video on Bibury and Castle Combe, which are 2 of my other favourite places to visit whilst in the Cotswolds. Thank you so much for watching.